I probably shouldn't have had a minute of dead air on this stream. My apologies. What's up, everybody? My name is Robert Gelf, and I like to play video games. So we're here checking out the Black Ops 4 beta, which I checked out last night but forgot to archive for this stream. So we're doing it again. And I also just smoked a bowl, so probably not going to be very good. Not that I'm very good anyway. I've got mixed feelings so far. I didn't get to spend the most amount of time with the beta. I was away most of the weekend, but I played a good bit of it late Saturday and most of yesterday. I like the look of it. I think the guns feel good. But it being a prequel to Black Ops 3, they've taken out a lot of the more advanced futuristic movement stuff that I liked in that. The double jumping, the wall running, the sliding's still there. And you can still like vault, you can still like jump up and vault on stuff. But now, and also now, not that I mind this necessarily, healing is not automatic regeneration. You use a healing item, but that item itself regenerates very fast, which is odd. I feel like it kind of defeats the purpose of, you know, what they're going for with the tactical element of it. In some ways it feels easier to me, because it does regenerate so fast. It feels like you can heal yourself a little faster than you used to be able to, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. It also, I think it takes a second. It doesn't like instantly heal you fully. It takes a second for it to work. A lot of interesting stuff going on with this game. Specialists, a lot of them are back. I just wasted that for no reason. One of the things I definitely don't like is the menu screens. They're really weird. They have these very close-up, slow-mo, high-res pans of like all the specialists. You can switch which one it is that it focuses on.
We have the advantage.
But they just have, you know, because it's meant to be like a freeze frame of like a mid-action shot, like them in like a hail of fire, like, you know, maybe carrying a wounded ally away or like doing some task. So, you know, they're making a weird face, and it just, it looks weird to have that like on freeze frame and so up close. It was a very, obviously, a deliberate choice by them, and it feels odd because Black Ops 3, if you're unfamiliar with it or if you haven't played it in a while, I thought it had really cool menu screens. It also showed your specialists. You could change which one it showed. But it would show their full body running in real time at 60 frames a second. And you could see whatever outfits or gear you had equipped on them. And I thought it, like, you know, and that game came out 3 years ago, and I remember personally being really impressed by that. I just thought the animations looked really nice, and I just thought it was cool that the graphics were so good and it was running smoothly, like, in the menus. This stuff just doesn't, in this game, doesn't look great, menu-wise. I also think the UI is maybe a little busy to, like, be permanently displaying, like, score streak stuff. I feel like that could, like, come up as I need it. There might be UI settings I'm missing in the menus that have exactly what I'm looking for. Like I said, I am stoned. Obviously load times aren't great, it's a beta. I expect they're working on that, they know that, but I think what most people are interested to see is what the Blackout mode is going to be like. That's their Battle Royale thing, that's their getting in on the PUBG Fortnite craze.
Battery drop.
And it should be, I mean, I think he'll do it well. But you know, I'm still skeptical, I guess. You know, it remains to be seen if it's going to be another also ran, or they truly have something unique to bring to the genre. Because I think I remember thinking at the time when Fortnite first announced Battle Royale, like, oh, they're just copying PUBG. Like, is the building stuff going to be that unique about it? And it absolutely was. It's arguably much bigger than PUBG now because it's on more platforms. I'm so bad at this. But you know, this is an interesting time because Call of Duty used to be the industry leaders. They were the ones everyone was copying. Everyone was trying to get in on Call of Duty, modern military shooter pie, and make money that way. And now they're very much the one that's reacting to where the market is going and going after this Battle Royale craze. It's interesting.
Ready to lead the charge.
But like, I didn't play World War II. I heard it was decent. It seemed fine. I did not play Infinite Warfare, which I also thought looked fine. I think people, but like, I don't know. It just probably was not what people were looking for, especially when Battlefield 1 was coming out that year, and all that shit. So I'm also really excited for Battlefield 5. That'll be really cool. I play a lot of different games. I'm not really good at anything, I just love to play a lot of different shit. I like to play fighting games, even though I suck ass. I play shooters, racing games. Very, very occasionally a sports game, but that's really rare. RPGs I absolutely love.
We're all over him.
I don't know how much live streaming of those I'll do, because that could be kind of a very slow burn, very long play type thing. Maybe not as conducive for live streaming, at least in the bursts I need to do it in for my schedule. But we'll see. I don't really like the announcers that much. This guy, JB Blanc, is a good voice actor, but I feel like his accent is really inconsistent for his character he's going for. And then the other guy, for the other team, like, very generic, like, American voice. I don't even recognize that actor. Yeah, just not very exciting shooter announcers, which is always a bummer. Because, you know, you're gonna be hearing their voice a fuck ton in these games. You want it to sound good. Or, you know, let them give you options on who your announcers are or some shit. Just barely. Ratio. Alright. Oh yeah, it's my favorite map. This map set in Japan. I love it. I was just over there in April. It's a fucking beautiful country. Really sad about everything going on with flooding and stuff like that. See what other specific shooters I play. I play Battlefield 1, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Rainbow Six Siege, Titanfall 2, although I haven't played that in a while. Been playing a bunch of Black Ops 3 recently. What else do I have in my stack out right now? So, you know, she just said play a lot of GTA because they just had that update with the nightclubs. That's a lot of fun. Fighting games. I just bought Dragon Ball Fighters finally because I had it on sale with like the character pass because I didn't want to pay for that separately or more for that. So I'm excited to check that out because I've been waiting. But I love Tekken 7. I do love Street Fighter, but I have a love-hate relationship with Street Fighter 5. I can't seem to quit it fully for some reason though. Classic like Neo Geo fighting games like King of Fighters and like Garo Mark of the Wolves. Indie like Skullgirls is really fun. I love the animation and the music in that. Marvel vs. Capcom games, like I'm terrible, but I love how crazy they are. I love what they went for with those games. Yeah, these load times are fucking something else. But yeah, like this menu stuff here, probably not gonna be able to do it here actually, but let's see what was that. Yeah, like all this just slow-mo panning, and it's the same few shots like on a loop, and you know, not in Black Ops 3 it was like the same handful of like subtle animations on a loop. It wasn't exciting, but I kind of like that. It was a little less in your face, and I don't know, it was just more chill. I enjoyed it. Thought it looked better. Prophet was one in Black Ops 3. There are a lot of them from Black Ops 3, which I actually like. Good to see some continuity, just have some familiarity for players to make them feel comfortable, because they are changing a hell of a lot with getting rid of the movement stuff. I have slid and jumped to my death so many fucking times thinking this is Black Ops 3 because I've got that muscle memory. It's hilarious. And they know you're gonna have it too. Like they put so many like pitfalls and shit. Classic action.
We're taking control. Hostile TAC deploy beacon online. Set of kill.
I'd say this is easily, of the 4 maps in the beta, this is my favorite by far. Definitely the one with the most personality, the most going on. Really, definitely my favorite map.
We're winning this.
And I think that's... I always like when shooters get silly with the map designs, don't take themselves too seriously, even if the story itself is kind of serious. Like Black Ops 3 had some really silly maps. I like the water park one. I love the one when you were like miniature and it was like you were fighting at a picnic table, like at a family barbecue or whatever. That was awesome. That was my favorite silly map in that game. Overwatch has a lot of good maps. I don't even play that game a lot. But definitely a lot of classic Blizzard charm and design in that game. It's very well made. Just something about it just couldn't keep me interested long term. I think it's just because it's the emphasis on there's so many different classes of heroes and like roles you have to play, and it's very quick. Like I don't mind it necessarily because I do this with fighting games, but you have to learn multiple characters. You can't just pick one. And it is a bummer if you're just starting out though, and you really like one character, and someone already picks that one. They're like, no, we need a healer. Come on, be a healer, and you don't want to be a healer. Like,
we have the advantage.
That's the thing. I think it can feel a little too much like work in that way of like you've got to play one role specifically. Whereas like Battlefield 1 has 4 classes, but it gives each of them enough versatility in how they can handle a situation like, the medic class in Battlefield 1 has, like, fucking grenade launchers, so, like, you don't have to worry about them being too weak to handle themselves in combat. Like, Overwatch is unique because not every, like, characters play so very differently from one another. Like, it's a shooter, but they're not all, they're all operating with completely different equipment. And like they have completely different strategies for how you use them. Other thing is, obviously, because it's one of those big esports games, they're constantly changing the balance and sometimes even the full function of what those, like, they'll give heroes just complete overhauls and completely change the design of the game. I am sucking ass, by the way. Goddamn.
Flashbang destroyed.
Japanese vending machines are the absolute fucking coolest. I wish we had vending machines like they did. I wish we had a lot of things like they did, like trains that fucking run on time.
Establish UAV overflight.
Right, neutralized.
Enemy UAV above.
And like obviously, it's Call of Duty, and not just Call of Duty. It's Black Ops, which is like a name. Like, I guess I shouldn't have been surprised if they made a Black Ops 4 because it's been one of the most popular franchises in the series, or the most in terms of sales. But at the same time, like you can tell, this is very much a we need a hit. We want a banger. We want something to sell really well after. Because World War II had decent reviews, but it did not sell what they were hoping it to, and Infinite Warfare, by Call of Duty standards, did not sell well at all. Relative to the rest of the franchise, and it still sold millions and millions of copies. I'm excited for the zombies mode in this. The maps for that look really fun. I'm terrible at the zombies mode. I'm really bad at figuring out all the obtuse shit you need to do. But I have an appreciation for it. I love it even, like a lot of things. I'll be streaming, I love it even if I'm absolutely fucking terrible at it. So.
Seeker mine online. Enemy down.
Yo!
Confirming kill.
Deploying barricade.
Trying to go long range with a mid-range weapon.
Enemy UAV above.
Or mid-range with a close-range weapon. Whatever.
UAV launch. Authorization Nomad. Enemy
Cool.
CUAV established above.
I think the specialist abilities in this are really cool. I do like that. I think this game is going to be pretty popular, ultimately. They're going to definitely have to... But they're doing this beta for a reason. There's a lot of shit they have to fix and figure out, but... I'm cautiously optimistic. even if some of the visual design elements around like the like menus aren't the most important, but it's also for games like these, it's just things you're going to be looking at for like countless hours while you like sift through menus and stuff like that. So it does matter. Not as much as the gameplay, but it matters.
Deploying seeker miner. He's down.
Be advised. Hostile attack deploy beacon active.
Tango down.
Enemy UAV above. Nomad requesting UAV.
Ooh, it's
Seraph drop.
Ooh, didn't see you over there. That was stupid.
It's nearly in the bag.
Vibrate kill. He's done.
Time's nearly up. Finish strong.
I've been wanting to go to Japan for years and years and years, and when I was finally able to, I've had so much hype in my head. I'm like, how, like, is the country gonna live up to it? Like, the trip lived up to, like, every crazy expectation I had for it. It was a dream come true. If you've ever thought about going, and you have the means, I highly recommend it, because it's just a fucking beautiful country, and everyone is so nice, and the food's amazing, and I'm a huge fucking nerd, so, you know, anime, video games, comics, manga, like, just so much stuff. Fucking awesome. Let's see, let's look at some more faces. Well, no, that's the other thing, like, I guess it took about the same amount of time to load in Black Ops 3, I guess that's a little overly harsh, but like, yeah, it's just a slow-mo pan around the same, like, freeze-frame action shots, like, how many times am I want to fucking look at that? It's like, okay, we get it, she's, like, firing the fucking rocket, like, grenade launcher. And especially, like, I know Black Ops has, like, the orange color scheme is, like, a big part of, like, Black Ops specifically. But especially when it comes to, like, the, like, hail of bullets and stuff like that being, like, really orange, I also very much think of Battlefield. And, like, Gears of War maybe a little bit, but definitely Battlefield. That one, last one of, Battery looked like that a lot. Auto drafted.
Team deathmatch. Execute how we planned it.
I could play this map all day. It's just too beautiful. Hop in this onsen.
We have the advantage.
It's a cool level up noise, but I'll always miss like the classic kind of galloping guitar riff.
Scout down.
I like that shotgun. It feels nice. It sounds nice. Definitely great audio in this. Like, if the gun audio is weak and the rumble isn't good in the controller, it just doesn't fucking feel good to shoot. It's like, why am I doing it?
Seraph eliminated.
I'll take it. I don't even care. I will cash them sleeping. Ooh, somehow wounded 2 people enough to get an assist on that.
Firing sensor dart.
I think this guy's pretty useful. I like his, How doing kill confirmed.
Intel wins wars.
Shoot myself with some drugs, get that goodness up in there. It's 100% THC. It's just all that. I'm just injecting some resin right into my body. Get that ganja goodness up in there. I will take the green herb. Like, just fucking look at that. It's so goddamn kawaii. Fucking bubbles and a cat, like, dancing. Ugh. And so, it was one of the, another great game, like, the probably greatest game series to see, like, realistic Japan is, the Yakuza series. It's like Grand Theft Auto, but, like, most of the series, like, mostly on foot, so you're not doing too much car stuff, but it is, like, set in a fictional district of Tokyo called Kamurocho, which is based on a real-life,
Hostile TAC deploy beacon online.
district in Tokyo, the Red Light District, which I actually went to. That district is called Kabukicho, and there's a lot of Yakuza-owned, bars and clubs and stuff like that. A lot of the, you know, nightlife type things.
Nice.
I only went there not because I was looking to get into any kind of shit, but because I am a big Monster Hunter fan, and turns out Capcom opened a Monster Hunter themed bar and restaurant right in the heart of Kabukicho. So, and the earliest I could get a reservation, I'm not kidding, was 1 a.m. I had to, like, stay up all night just to get ready to have dinner.
Hostile UAV circling.
I don't mean like 1 a.m. America time, it was a different time in like Japan. It was 1 a.m. in Japan. I was eating dinner at 1 a.m. So, you know, you think they eat late in Spain.
Enemy hellstorm detected.
Ugh. Bush fucking league.
Building barricade.
Sniper, keep down.
You can only have one out at a time. That sucks. They didn't even destroy my last one. I feel like you ought to have 2 max or something like that. But I guess that would be too powerful. One person could cover the battlefield too much. And then if you had 2, if you had 1 each team, that would be most of the field choke points covered. No. Didn't give myself drugs in time. Let's see, got anime girl selling. No brands on that. Unfortunately, I didn't see any really crazy vending machines. I didn't go, like, too off the beaten path on my time in Japan. I was only there for a week. I feel like I could have... It was, like, a week was, like, the perfect first time to stay there, but at the same time, that country was so amazing, I felt like I could, like, stay there forever to see everything. I definitely want to go back. I was really glad I was able to go before the Olympics. Hopefully, maybe I can even go again next year, but I definitely want to go maybe sometime after the Olympics. Traveling to a country during the Olympics, can be fucking hectic as shit.
Should have seen that coming.
For obvious reasons. Oh, fucking fuck.
You can place it to finish the mission.
We're winning by 20, I think we're fine. I'm gonna get a little complacent on that one.
Tag.
Especially when dudes just keep running into my shotgun. Although I do just keep running into hail gunfire as well. Come on, I want this. This guy's main ability is really good, but it takes fucking forever to charge up. And I don't have the correct charger set up faster, I think. So that's the other thing, the attack dogs are back, and I feel like they're kind of lame because they don't really have, like, they just kind of run into you and you go flying and it's a one-hit kill.
Painting targets.
But, like, there's no mauling animation, they don't, like, tear into you at all, and I'm not saying I, like, encourage real-life animal violence or anything like that. But you know, for an M-rated action game, if you're gonna have an attack dog, let's see a fucking attack dog. Let's not, like, have some weird thing where the dog just runs into you, and its momentum sends you flying. That looks stupid. And, again, Black Ops 3, there's this, specialist hive who could, like, plant these, I guess, like, almost little, like, swarms of, like, bee drones, and they would, like, if you ran into one, you would see those grisly ass animation where they, like, flew all around you and tore your fucking limbs off, like, and your character would just be, like, on the ground, stumping the bee, no legs, no arms, with all the gory details shown to you. I don't know, that was way more visceral and impactful than just a dog ramming you real quickly and sending you flying. That's absolutely a bummer. I would like to see them change that. But I don't know if that's for the balance of the weapon. Like, if the dog spent we wouldn't have to spend too much time mauling you, because you wanted to still be allowed to run around and not have to, like, be shot at if it's being static and attacking somebody. I don't know. That's my doorbell. Someone else can get that shit. I'm busy bringing Black Ops 4 beta to the masses, and by the masses I mean all 0 of you watching right now. Which is totally cool. I actually did a stream. It's fucking Monday at noon. Most people actually have a real job. I did one last night. It was fun. Still working out the kinks on, like, audio and video stuff. I completely had forgotten to change my settings to archive my first stream, which is a bummer. I did that for like 2 hours and 20 minutes. Ribbon's fun. You got the grapple gun, you can zip around. Got that sweet fucking beard. Not like me. I don't have as sweet a beard.
Team deathmatch. Exercise extreme prejudice.
This is America, man. Don't we all?
Hold ahead. Gelf.
They're gone.
So, like, you can still vault up at a decent distance, which is good. So there is still a good bit of movement and stuff like that here. Yeah, wall running is fun. I like it. I like double jumping.
Firing sensor
At the same time, it definitely... This has a much more tactical feel to it, whereas, like, Black Ops 3 was just, like, see if you can double jump behind them. And, like...
Soldier moving.
Wait to use your specialist ability. Call on the score streak. Which obviously all that's still in here. But not being able to, like, just fly over chunks of the map definitely makes us feel more grounded, literally and figuratively. One thing I get asked a lot about my trip to Japan is how much Japanese do you need to know? Not very much. I would say it's good to know at least a few words and phrases to help you get around. Because a lot of people know English, and are very helpful, but...
Torch dropped.
There's still going to be those who don't. They're working on getting more English speakers for the Olympics, because of all the international folks they're going to have, but, it's definitely good to know, you know, at least the basics. Good morning, good afternoon, excuse me, thank you, where's the bathroom, that kind of shit. You can find all that stuff online. The nice thing about Japanese, I think it is an easier language to eventually learn, is,
Hostile UAV circling.
What the fuck is that? I don't even care that I died. That is fucking hilarious. Oh, goddamn. Beta. So fucking weird. Alright, enough fucking around. On purpose, anyway.
Hostile deploying.
I chose poorly.
Sensor dart away. Firing sensor dart.
Grapple won't engage.
Damn. Flum fucking day.
Heads up, purifier.
Oh, fucking finally, you asshole, you're done.
Enemy UAV above.
How, what do you mean I can't heal?
Hostiles have established
Can
multiple UAVs.
you not heal from, like, specialist damage? That's... interesting. Oh. Whatever. Fuck that. It's kinda lame. There's certain damage you can't heal from. Like, that's... it's interesting.
Hostile down.
What a waste.
Victory's close. Reach out and take it.
Sensor dart away.
Ooh. No good.
Hostile UAV circling. We're losing the fight.
Yeah, I'm playing like garbage, that's why. Also, I feel like I've gotten this announcer way more than the other. I've been on this team, whatever it is, way more than the others do.
Battery down.
There goes
Definitely a
me.
lot
Lots of
more of
fire.
that. Definitely a lot more like waiting behind cover and take your shot. Definitely has a lot more Rainbow Six Siege elements to it, even with respawning and all that shit. Especially now that you can lay down barbed wire. That really makes it feel like Siege.
Torque eliminated.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be interested to see the blackout mode. I mean, even if it's just PUBG first person only, but like with way better graphics and frame rate and stability, I'm sure plenty of people would go for that. Anyway, I think I've said most of what I wanted to say about this game. I know I've only showed off a team deathmatch, but I figure that's the main mode most people are playing in this game anyway. Jeez, there's so much detail. Seraph's another character from 3. The same as in my stream last night, for the characters that are returning, I don't know if the voice actor is the same or not. Because since this is a prequel, I could see the argument of like, we want them to sound younger or whatever. Or in some cases, like, the call sign might be the same, but maybe it's like the person's parent or something like that. Who knows? What kind of crazy fighting game story they're trying to work into this multiplayer mode.
Team deathmatch. Show 'em what we're made of. Taking control.
Battery expired.
This map I also like. It's probably my second favorite map. It makes me feel like Far Cry 3, which is always a good thing. It's drugs. Also, real bummer, fish don't swim out of the fucking way when you swim toward them. Remember Call of Duty Ghosts and them advertising it as a major fucking selling point for their incredible technology? Fish don't swim out the way this time. How we're downgrading. We're going backwards. You gotta prioritize certain stuff for a multiplayer side of things, but come on.
Talk your race.
If the fish don't swim out of the way, like, how do I feel like I'm really on this battlefield? How can I truly feel immersed in the combat? Yeah, for folks who don't know, like, they actually, for Call of Duty Ghosts, which came out in 2013, when these systems were launching,
Enemy down.
it was kind of a mid-tier game, because it was very much like PS3, 360 level tech, but they also, had it running on PS4 and Xbox One. So, it was a dated look to it. It didn't look bad, but it had a dated look to it. And the game, like, I didn't end up playing Ghosts, but from what I saw of it, the gameplay didn't look like the most exciting. My brother liked it, though. Anyway, hilariously, in, like, the E3 demo, or, like, their, like, live stream demos, they would actually point out in some underwater sequence that when you swam, the fish would swim out of, like, your way. And, like...
Confirming kill.
For a 2013 video game, that's not a big fucking deal. It's not hard to have, like, fish move away from you. So it was just very silly that they were touting it as anything to, like, be proud of.
Sensor going live.
He's dead.
Cluster grenade going out.
Firing sensor dart.
Confirming kill.
Enemy
That would have been cool if I got
above.
both of them, but whatever. Oof. No Gucci. Okay. Let's see, talked about guns, talked about... You didn't really get it. I mean, it's still the pick 10 system from the last time. That's mostly unchanged. Still getting unlocks, weapons, and your character have
Tempest
XP.
charge.
There will be prestige. And I'm guessing the zombies will have its own separate progression.
Dead.
Since the story single-player stuff is gonna be like single missions with the specialists,
Hostile
I don't
eliminated.
know if like your unlocks for multiplayer will carry into that or whatever. That would be kind of cool. If you could like play through those missions in single player with your multiplayer
See you mine out.
loadout or looks or whatever.
Sensor going live.
Enemy deleted.
Nearly in the bag. TACOM, task Hellstorm Loto asset.
Razor wire destroyed.
TACOM, task UAV on my grid.
Just hitting everywhere but him.
Tempest safely disengaged.
I have to charge up.
Neutralized K9 unit. Armed hostile.
Never a doubt. Good job.
Luis.
Threat destroyed.
Alright guys, so a little under an hour. I think I'll call that for a Call of Duty beta stream. This weekend was just the private stream beta if you pre-ordered, and it was only for PS4. However, in 4 days, August 10th, I believe a wide beta launches on both PS4 and Xbox One, and I think you can just download that. And anyone can get in. I don't think you have to pre-order or anything like that. And then in September is when they are finally showing off the Blackout mode, which is, again, that's a Battle Royale clone. So that I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of, and seeing what to do with that. But yeah, I'd say to mostly sum up my impressions of this game, it's good, not great. I'm not like quite feeling the spark of like, oh man, this shooter's like fucking amazing. Like it's Call of Duty, which is always a good time. Like they know how to make this feel good, but at the same time, like there's definitely different stuff about it. I think it remains to be seen like how people are gonna like it. But there's still time before it comes out. There's stuff they could change. Most of it's set in stone though. As far as like the broader design elements. Definitely looking forward to seeing what more people think about this, as more like when more people get their hands on it, how people feel about the mechanics and whatnot. But I think everyone's just really waiting to see what the Battle Royale thing is going to be. Anyway, I guess that's it from me, guys. Thanks again. If you're watching this later as an archive or whatever, my name is Robert Gelfand, or I go by Gelf online. And yeah, I'm gonna try and start streaming a lot more stuff in the future, all kinds of different games. So if you like what you see and you want to subscribe, go ahead and do that. Check out my channel when there's more stuff to actually check out. But thank you for watching. Bye. I have to actually say goodbye when I'm going to actually stop the broadcast.